Hi, hello, and happy full moon in Gemini. This full moon is our very last full moon of the calendar year. And with every full moon, I love to look back in time and reflect on where I was during the new moon. So this new moon in Gemini was back in May 26th, earlier this year. And I like to recount the things that I was doing, the things that I was manifesting, so I can come back to the current moment in time and review what I have manifested for now, for this point in time. So when I look back at my camera roll, I was starting markets, I was starting lives, working on new moon, full moon lives, and just informational lives, and hosting events, both family events and personal events. So I am very pleased with where I am at. And I was also really learning how to use my voice. And again, this is huge with Gemini. Gemini is all about communication. It rules typically the third house, and the third house is about siblings and communication. So if you're already feeling a little bit of a trigger or a snag come up around siblings and communication, we just had one kind of family holiday pass, and now we're having another one coming up. So this is the time to really air it all out, really talk about the things that have been bothering you and really bringing those things to the surface. This could be with siblings, this could be with other family members, this could be with friends, this could be with yourself, just being honest about speaking your truth. Also, I would say with this full moon, if confronting somebody and having conversation, these conversations might be more difficult. So I would suggest writing a letter. And writing a letter to this other party. And then instead of giving them this letter, which option A, you could give them this letter, or option B, you can write a return letter from the perspective of the other person to yourself. So this helps kind of move the energy a little bit without having to directly confront someone, or if you don't think things are going to change, but you still really need to say something. This is a good way to do it. So also with this full moon, really take a look at how far you've come and start thinking about what you would like to change for this next kind of cycle. But the full moon is really just here to illuminate these things. It's really meant to bring things to light. So I also decided to draw some cards, as usual, for this full moon. And first card up is the Ace of Swords. Swords are about thoughts. Swords are about mindsets. And to me, this card is saying it's time. It's time to have that conversation. We are done. We are starting anew. We got one sword in hand and we are ready. We are armed and ready. So again, if you're looking to change a relationship, in the way that relationship communication goes, this is kind of that time to be really thinking and reviewing that. Next out, we have the Two of Wands. And I think these cards pair together perfectly, not only because of colors, but with the Two of Wands, we are also talking about stepping into a new version of ourselves, a new version of ourselves that is able to communicate easier, that is able to have a say, have a voice. So with the wands, we have action, right? So we have this kind of new mindset. I'm ready to speak my truth. I'm ready to do the thing. I'm ready to say the stuff that I've been holding back on. And I'm ready to step through this kind of path, this kind of gate. I'm ready to step into that new version of myself. And it's a long, winding road. You're going to have ups, you're going to have downs, but fact is we're ready to be on that new path. So the last card out I have is Seven of Wands reversed. And typically with Seven of Wands, we have this kind of energy of being prepared, getting ready for conflict. Again, there's lots of action, there's lots of wands, and she is totally prepared for a fight. And this is in reverse. So this is saying, like, you don't always have to be prepared for this fight. You don't have to be always armed and ready to go. It's not always going to end in a fight. Once you start embodying the new version of yourself that you want to be, the new version that can speak a little more clearly or easily or more less emotional. I'm really getting there's no kind of cups in this situation. We're not talking about any kind of water signs. We're talking about air and fire. We are here. We're quick. We're going to say the thing and it's going to be over. There's no preparing for battle. There's no fighting. There's none of that. We're saying it and we're dropping it. That's it. So I hope these cards were helpful. I hope that this video was helpful, and have a happy full moon, and I will see you all soon. Bye.